Hey guys, all right, I know, it's been a while. Sorry, can't do it. All right, so I am going to, that's my 90s girl coming out, by the way. We shun her, kind of. Anyway, I know it's been a while. Did I just say that? Okay. But today I have been wanting to try this makeup hack. Do people say that? Like, I don't know. Anyway, it's a technique of applying makeup where you apply a little bit of powder over top of your primer. It's like just a different way to do makeup. And I have seen this a couple of times for a while and I've been wanting to try it. Haven't tried it yet, but want to. And so we're going to do that today. So I've got all my supplies. I'm going to use a sponge today. Let me just tell you what should I tell you what the products are? Let's just do it, like it's been too long. Okay, so I am moisturized from this morning. I am filming this in the late afternoon-ish, about 2 o'clock. So I am moisturized from about, 10 o'clock maybe. I had a hard night, so I slept late. Anyway, let's just get to it. So I guess the idea is hydrating primer. So I've got the Relove H2O Hydrate Primer, which I like. It smells sort of like grapes. Not that that matters, but this is the only primer that I have that is hydrating because I'm usually never looking for hydration. I'm always looking for, I may have put a little too much on, but like the idea was to make sure that you're really hydrated. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. And you guys tell me and let me know in the comments, like, how's that supposed to work with sunscreen? Like I have got, and I'm going to talk about this at some point in time if I can. I have got a set of skincare that I got recently, and I just don't understand how all the layers are supposed to work, how you're supposed to get it out the door on time, and how you're supposed to have sunscreen on top of all of that. It just seems like a lot, and I don't know how people can do it, honestly. Okay, so we are primed, and I'm going to use this. You're supposed to use like a setting powder or a finishing powder or some sort of powder. So I'm going to use the SheGlam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. And I have a ton of like powders. Basically, you're supposed to put the powder on. Like the ladies that I've seen do this use a lot of powder. And I'm just not going to use that much because well, that was more than I expected, but I'm just afraid. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Not that it matters. Like, I can do this and like live my life and nobody would care or know because I don't go anywhere or do anything. So I'll just put as much as I think seems reasonable. This is an excellent powder, by the way. Like, I wonder if like the type of powder actually matters that much. And my sponge is dampened, by the way. But I was just thinking just now, like, I wonder if like the brightening eye powder that I have, I cannot talk. The brightening up powder that I have from AOA Shop Miss A website would work. Because I was just thinking this might make me too matte or whatever. Okay, so I feel like I'm sufficiently powdered. Then you're supposed to spray with a setting spray, which the only one that I have is actually a primer spray, but like y'all, and it says for smooth, even skin. So, and it's the A+ from AOA. It's all I have now. The sprayer on this and it sprays weird. So we're gonna do the best we can, and I don't want to hear it. Okay. Oh, wouldn't you know it? It's better today. It's just not the best sprayer, and it's been bad since the beginning. You can see where like the mist isn't even and it's not fine, but I did feel that I got some of this liquid on every part of my skin. And we're just gonna let this dry. Okay, so we are finally have our setting spray dry. And I thought today we would use the Profusion Feel Good Skin. I have it in the shade Fair 1 Warm Yellow. Now, this is not the packaging that it came in. Please go back and look at my other videos if you're interested in the saga of the depotting, but it is what it is. But this is a really pretty foundation, and I had saw somebody had seen, can I not, what is wrong with me? I saw somebody talking about this foundation recently, like it was the first time they had tried it, and this came out, man, what, like a year ago? I don't know, but like I have loved it since the first time I tried it. Like it's a good foundation, the shade is good. For a Profusion $7-8 foundation, I was fully surprised. It's a beautiful foundation, so I'm gonna use that today. And again, like my skin is already looking really smooth. And I think that I feel like that powder sort of blurred it. I mean, if this works, the only thing I don't like about this foundation is there's a scent. I do not like fragrances in my cosmetics. I like fragrances, just not in my cosmetics. What was I saying? I was saying something about how good this foundation is, which it is really good. And my skin is already looking very smooth. And I also have been using that new skincare, which I'll talk about on some other day. Maybe I'll do another video today about it. All right, so you can kind of see, I'm gonna go over my eyelids in a minute because I just always do that. I also saw a really pretty girl that had pretty skin using a metal spatula to apply her foundation or whatever coverage product she was using. And I was like, that looks so great, because it was like applying a very thin, even coat. And sometimes I feel like I have a hard time doing that. This is looking so good. And like, I'm such a skeptic. I was like, that is never gonna work. But it's looking so good. And I don't know, I really honestly, I might try like in a couple of days, like this foundation without all the extra stuff and just see if it looks as good. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. I'll finish up the rest of my makeup in a minute, but like it's looking so good. But I always liked this foundation, so it's hard to know, like, it looks good. I probably will also go out today. It's a little bit more matte than it normally is, but I do have that powder underneath. So now we have to think about, with this, I have 2 sunscreens that I use. If I think about it, because I always forget. But I've got the Neutrogena Pure Screen Mineral UV Tint Face Liquid Sunscreen that I use sometimes, not very often. Recently, I've been using this a lot more than I usually would use any sunscreen. It's the Suntouchable Woe Glow 30 Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen Sun Protection Makeup Primer from e.l.f. This is very glowy, so we have to wonder, like, if I had that on and used it as my hydrating primer, would that work? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. I'm not gonna belabor the point. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I will come right back. It looks beautiful. At this point, it's looking beautiful. It's not like looking like, you know, amazing. The coverage is good, don't get me wrong, but like my spots are still showing through. It did a good job of covering up my hyperpigmentation. It's looking good around my eyes, looking good around my pores. It feels a little bit more makeup than I would normally do. And I don't know if that's from the technique or from this foundation. So let me finish up and we'll talk about it. Okay, so I decided not to finish up my makeup. I did want to show you this. Like, can you see? I don't know if you guys can see, but I have got, like, my pores are going crazy right here. Now, sometimes this is a little bit of a trick of the light, and I always say the real test is car lighting. That gives me the most true to life, what's the word I'm looking for? Representation of how my makeup actually looks. Because sometimes it'll look terrible in this lighting in my room where I'm at, and then I go and look in the car and it's better. Sometimes it'll look great when I'm sitting here in front, even in front of this natural light. And when I get to the car, I'm like, oh my goodness, you look like a cake face. So so I usually trust that more so than that lighting, more than I trust anything else. I just wanted to show you guys that, and I think I'll just be done with it for today. My thoughts are that it may work, who knows? Like it's so weird how like some things just work for some people and some things just don't work for other people. And I'm not saying the people that do this, and especially do this on a regular basis, basis are lying. It might just be what works for them. So that's all I got for you guys today. Please don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, leave me some comments, good, bad, whichever. It's good to see you guys again, and I'll catch you in the next one.